Associations between behavioral cognitions and physical activity using ecological momentary assessment, a systematic review, presented by Kelsey Bittel. Physical activity guidelines for adults include 150 minutes of moderate intensity activity, 75 minutes of vigorous intensity activity, and at least 2 days a week of muscle strengthening activities. When it comes to physical activity in the U.S., the Center for Disease and Control Prevention, CDC, reported that 47% of adults were not meeting physical activity guidelines. Physical inactivity is a global health problem. Physical inactivity is known to be the starting cause of 35 pathological and clinical conditions, including obesity, type 2 diabetes, and cardiovascular diseases. With the high risk of chronic diseases due to physical inactivity, it's important to get individuals to increase their physical activity levels. One factor that influences physical activity participation and exercise adherence is motivation. Motivation encompasses the direction and intensity of one's effort. One theory in motivation is the social cognitive framework, which emphasizes individuals' cognitions about the anticipated outcomes of behavior and the willingness or readiness to perform a behavior. Behavioral cognitions that have been researched extensively as factors influencing motivation include outcome expectancies, self-efficacy, and intentions. Outcome expectancies are people's beliefs about any possible consequences, whether positive or negative, of their actions. For example, Susie here believes that doing yoga will make her feel accomplished. This means she has a positive outcome expectations for physical activity. Self-efficacy is people's beliefs in their ability to perform a behavior. In this example, Angela believes that she can climb the mountain. Intentions are people's willingness to try to do a behavior. For example, Andrea here has intentions to be active, so this means she is committed to trying to be active today. Physical activity is a repeat occurrence behavior, meaning that it can occur multiple times per day. Therefore, we need to study behavior and motivation throughout the day to understand what leads to decisions to engage in physical activity on a given occasion. One method that is able to capture the dynamic and change within and across days of behavioral cognitions and physical activity behavior is Ecological Momentary Assessment, or EMA. Ecological Momentary Assessment is a real-time data capturing methodology that can capture behavior as it changes throughout everyday life. To explain this further, let's take Linda here for example. We want to track Linda's self-efficacy and physical activity behavior. To do this, we are going to use EMA. By having Linda download an app on her phone, for the next week, Linda will receive 6 questionnaires throughout each day that will come through the app on her phone. Her phone will ring and she will go in and answer the questionnaire in real time, answering questions about her self-efficacy and her behavior at the time the phone went off. This systematic review aims to summarize relations between behavioral cognitions and physical activity behaviors among studies using EMA. So far in this process, we have searched different databases to find articles by using keywords as, for example, physical activity, motivation, behavioral cognitions, and ecological momentary assessment. In total, 2,600 articles were found and are being processed by coders to include or exclude the articles based off of specific criteria. This review will identify trends among behavioral cognitions and physical activity relations, as well as identify knowledge gaps to be explored in future EMA research. Thank you for watching and listening along. I want to give thanks to the graduate school, my advisor, Dr. Jacqueline Marr, and the undergrads working on this review.